Hello, most amazing, beautiful humans. Let's go through another lesson. Yesterday we did, or previously, I guess, we did the lateral surface area of rectangular prism. Today we're going to be focusing on the total surface area of rectangular prisms. But the total surface area of anything is the sum of the areas of all faces and bases of a 3D figure. So remember the difference between lateral and total. Lateral does not include the bases. Total does include every flat surface of a prism. So we're going to be using both formulas. Area of a rectangle, which is capital A equals lowercase bh, or we could say capital B at this point, because capital B equals area of the base. So, you know what, shoot, let's just write them both. And we're going to be using the lateral surface area formula, which is capital P, perimeter of the base, times the height of the base. Okay, go ahead and turn to page 2. So, the total surface area is the sum of all faces and bases of all area. You know, let's just keep it going. Faces and bases area. Some examples would include wrapping a present that's in a box. So let's say present box. How about that? Or like the wood of a toy chest. All right, let's get into our steps. Please keep in mind that honestly, truly, the most important are going to be these first 3. Because as long as we can do these first 3, the rest really is easy. We plug in our numbers, use our calculator, get our answer. Done. So, step 1, set up a T-chart. In your notes they're drawn for you. You will actually have to draw it. And yes, please do not skip this step. Because setting up a T-chart and writing the surface area formula will absolutely help you. So today we're doing the total surface area, not the lateral surface area. Step 2, shade in the base shape. Again, rectangular prisms are just going to be what it's sitting on. Step 3, highlight the height, which we discussed is the distance between the 2 bases. After that, step 4 through 8, going to be simple. 4, plug in the height. And mark it out, just so we don't try to use it again. Step 5, draw the base shape and copy down its dimensions. Transfer the dimensions. Step 6, find P, which we know to be the perimeter of the base shape. This we did yesterday, or previously. We add all the side lengths. Step 7, find B, which we know to be the area of the base shape, by using the formula. Form, not firm. Formula. Cool. Lastly, plug in the remaining letters and solve. Cool. All right. Let's practice it. We're going to use the same shapes that we used yesterday or previously, just to make it easy. Okay, step 1, draw a T-chart. Step 2, write the formula. Considering I'm doing total surface area, I'm going to write TSA, which we did not write down, did we? Dagnabbit, Palmer, be better. So, let's go back to our front page. Please and thank you. We're finding total surface area. So on our reference chart, I'm I'm going to prism, then I'm sliding over to the word total, and I'm finding surface area of a prism. So capital PH plus 2 capital B. PH plus 2B. Oop, I'm still using the highlighter. So the perimeter of the base times the height plus twice the area of the base. All right. So let's write it down. Total surface area equals capital PH plus 2 capital B. And what shape is this? It is a rectangle. So draw my rectangle and copy. Oh, shoot, I guess I haven't even identified what my rectangle looks like, what my base is. So it's going to be what it's sitting on, which I see is 12 by 15. Alrighty. I haven't identified my height yet, so I know if my base is a 12 by 15, it's going to be the bottom and the top. Therefore, my height is always going to be the distance between, which is that 6. So let's plug that in. I know H equals 6. So now let's find capital P, perimeter, which we know to be all sides added together. Yes, there is an easier way to do this. I like to do 2 times 15 plus 12. But, you know, it is what it is. So the perimeter equals 54. Next, I'm going to find the area of the base. Area of the base equals base times height. I know the base is 15, height is 12. Basically the length and the width, guys. Length and the width. Which comes out to 180. Okay, cool. So let's let the calculator do the work. 54 times 6 equals 324, which we already knew that. And then 2 times 180 equals 360. Add them together. And actually, you can put the whole thing in your calculator if you type it in exactly as I've written it and exactly as you have written it in your notes. You should be able to get the same answer of 684 inches squared, because I am still dealing with area, not volume. Okay, so the only new part is that new extra step of twice the base, 2 times the base, because, you know, I have 2 bases here, right? Let's go through example 2. And honestly, guys, work ahead. Like, try to get ahead of me so that way you're constantly checking your thinking and not copying what I'm doing. So let's go through the steps. Step 1, draw a T-chart and write the formula. Well, I'm finding total surface area, which is capital PH plus 2B. You know, honestly, guys, my hope is that you've written it so many times by the end of the unit that you just have them memorized, because that would just be the most perfect thing. And what shape I'm dealing with is a rectangle. A rectangular prism, or we're just going to write rectangle for short. So surface area equals PH plus 2B. I know I'm dealing with a rectangle, so I'm going to draw the shape or the base of the rectangle. I'm trying not to get to fill in. I guess it just doesn't matter. It's okay. So what is my base? My base is usually what it's sitting on if it's not labeled. It's going to be the top and the bottom, which then shows me what my height is. It's always going to be the distance between the two. So it's that 8. Let's copy my dimensions, 3 by 5. Plugging in the height. Find perimeter first by adding all the sides together. Then finding area of the base, which I know to be length times width, or lowercase b times h, base times height, which is 3 times 5, which equals 15. Cool. Let the calculator do the work. 16 times 8 is 128. 2 times 15 is 30. Then we're going to add those two guys together. So the total surface area for this rectangular prism should be 158 inches squared. I hope this is getting easier for y'all. I really, really do. Use your reference sheet, because that's where we're pulling everything from. And the more you see it, the more you use it, the better off you are.